Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to those for the elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Alright. Now, we're going to look into a little news here that is happening in Lebanon. Alright, with the pagers being, with the pagers exploding and so forth. Now, we're seeing a lot of evil, a lot of things taking place on the earth. Alright, and this is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai visiting the earth. Alright, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who the world is ignorantly want to call God, Yahweh, and so forth. Alright, his name is Yahweh in Hebrew tongue. Alright, he exists. Alright, and he is the one who does bring a lot of judgment on the earth. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to go into this news feed here, and we're going to bring out some scriptures after. Alright, so without further ado, Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying to the nation of Israel.
In Lebanon right now, state media is reporting what appears to be another deadly wave of exploding devices. This all comes just one day after health officials there say at least a dozen people were killed and nearly 3,000 others were hurt in an attack that appeared to target members of Hezbollah by blowing up their pagers. Two U.S. officials tell NBC News Israel is behind those blasts. So far.
And right now, they're looking to play the to basically play the blame game. Alright, point the fingers. Who did it, who didn't do it. Everyone is pulling themselves out and so forth. But hey, as we know, this devil, Esau Edom, is a white man. Alright, he's the cause of all these things. Alright, doesn't know if, no but, no maybe. Alright, these devils, they have their plan. And their plan is to do what? Depopulate the earth. Alright, so they're going to, with all means, doesn't matter how they come across, at the end of the day, the agenda is to depopulate. Alright, to seek and destroy. Okay, this is what they're here to do. Let me just bring out this quick precept here. This is Amos 3 and verse 6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil?" Alright, evil in a city, and the Lord Yahweh has not done it. Alright, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is bringing all these plagues and all these judgment on this earth today. Alright, why? Because our people, our people are living in folly, our people are living in sin. So there's a lot of murder, a lot of things, a lot of killing taking place. Alright? And our people refuse to still turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They rather follow in wickedness. They rather follow in the way of this world.
Israeli officials have not commented directly, but Hezbollah is promising to retaliate. NBC News international correspondent Raf Sanchez is live in Tel Aviv for us this afternoon. So, Raf, lay out what we know about this attack today. What kinds of devices exploded?
Vicky, this is a very fast-moving situation, but at this hour, Lebanese state media is saying at least 9 people killed and more than 300 injured in today's set of explosions. And while yesterday's blasts all over Lebanon appear to have been the result of exploding pagers, Lebanese state media is saying today they are seeing walkie-talkies, two-way radios blowing up. And again, we are seeing this not just in Beirut, the capital of Lebanon. We are seeing it in the south of the country, near the Israeli border. We are seeing it in the east, in the Bekaa Valley, which is another Hezbollah stronghold. And once again, emergency rooms overwhelmed all across Lebanon with this absolute influx of the wounded. So this does appear to be a second wave of what American officials tell NBC News was an Israeli attack yesterday. We don't know exactly how the Israelis got these explosives into these pagers, but however they did it, it had devastating effects.
And this is the works of Esau Edom. All right, the works of this devil, Esau Edom. All right. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, we are not ignorant of this man's devices. Let's read it in the NLT. It says 2 Corinthians 2:11 in the NLT. It says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are not familiar with his evil schemes. I really like the translation here, but say what? All right, but this man, you know, this devil, Esau Edom, all right, he did diligent search. All right, all his when it comes to all his devices, all these things that he creates and whatnot, all right, he will put something in a device, and just say for instance your phone. All right, your phone could use as a, it could be a bomb, you know, because this devil could create and design it in a way that all you have to do is just flick a switch that a particular part of the phone could easily overheat and go off and cause it to explode. All right, all these things could happen. All right, and this is what this devil does do. You know, he searches things out. All right, he creates problems and so forth, and we see him doing more and more. Why? Because he have an agenda, and his agenda is to depopulate. All right, his agenda is to populate. That's why the scripture say here in 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Who is the we? The men of the Lord, the elect of Israel. All right, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Lord willing, we be part of that hopefully elect number. All right, we are not ignorant of this devil devices, his wicked schemes and whatnot, the traps that he just be setting here and there. All right, he will catch the foolish. He will catch the ones who refuse to turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But the men of the Lord he's not going to catch. All right.
Vicky.
Raf, it is difficult to know how this might have occurred. We know in the explosions yesterday, the pagers appeared to be linked to a manufacturer in Taiwan, but that company says the pagers were made in Hungary. What are your analysts and your sources telling you about the potential for tampering with these kinds of communication devices?
So this is a very complex, very shadowy supply chain at this moment, Vicky. As you said, this Hungarian company, according to the Taiwanese manufacturers, are the ones who actually made these pagers. But a member of our NBC News team called that company early this morning. They reached a woman who said she was the CEO, who seemed quite shaken to find herself at the center of this international news story, and said that her company doesn't actually make the pagers, that they are intermediaries. So it is not clear at this point who exactly produced the pagers. It is possible, though, that the Israelis, either at the beginning or in the middle of this supply chain, got hold of them and planted those explosives. Vicky?
All right, so all kind of thing with them, you know, pointing fingers and so forth. All right, that's what they're doing. trying to say, well, it's not me, it's not me, it's not this one, it's not that one, is that one. All right. So this is what this is all they looking to do. All right. But again, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is visiting the earth. All right, that He made. He's bringing judgment upon the wicked. He's bringing judgment upon Israel who refused to turn back to Him. Okay. All right. It's not actually this one I wanted. Is St. John chapter 9 and verse 39. It says, and Yahushai said, for judgment, all right, this is Yahushai speaking this red letter, all right, who the world is ignorantly called Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushai, all right. It says, and Yahushai said, for judgment I am come into the world, that they which see not might see, and Salakia, and that they which see might be made blind. Alright, so the Lord is what? He's bringing judgment on this world. Alright, He's bringing judgment on this world, and it's only the ones who will have the eye to see, the ones to understand the time that we're living in. The ones, and these others will stay blinded. Okay? So let's read it in the NLT. Alright, it says here, John 9 and 39. It says, then said Salakia, then Yahushai told him, I entered this world to render judgment, to give sight to the blind, and to show those who think they see that they are blind. All right. So many people, they looking at, they're looking at the things that are happening today on this earth, the wickedness, the violence, and all these things, and they're not understanding that, they are blind to the fact at the same time that they're not understanding that we live in the end of times, and the things that is happening is because the Lord is returning. All right. When you start to hear uproars of people and earthquakes in diverse places and all these things taking place, is showing that the Lord is visiting the earth. But our people today, again, they don't want to take heed. They don't want to hear the words from the prophets. All right, they want to actually hear it from the Most High Himself. But how the Lord speak? He speak with thunder, lightning, and so forth. All right, so you really don't want the Lord to come to speak to you. All right, you really don't want the Lord to come to speak to you, to explain to you what is happening. He's speaking through His servants, the prophets. All right. Let's see if I can bring one more script here and let's close it off. Let's get the book of Micah 2:1. All right. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. All right. So all these different devices that exploding, they say walkie-talkies and pagers, But I shocked to see that people still using pagers out there. But it is what it is. But what is for something like a pager, so small, so small, and so small. Look at your phone. What make you think that this devil can do the same thing with your cell phone, these new model phones and whatnot? All right, that they're pushing people to buy. All right, these devils thinking about everything. They did a diligent search. All right, as the scripture say here again, it says, woe to them, Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Alright, not literal bed, but you know, in behind closed doors, you know, in the comfort room. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Alright? So because it is in the power of these devil's hand, alright, they know, you know, they know when and where and how they are going to do their stuff. Because at the end of the day, everyone in this earth today that living, you know, they are blind to the fact of what is happening. You know, they just think that every day is a normal day, but not realizing that these devils, Esau Edom, so-called white man, the top banking families, all right, they are pushing to depopulate. All right, so they're going to do it in any kind of form and fashion that they could. At the end of the day, it's just another decision to them. All right, so with that, I hope this lesson here was edifying. All right, don't want to make the video too long. So with that, I will say all praises and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopefully elect. Shalom and Abad Babal.